What's going on? Back with another week, another episode. I Hate Average podcast. Man, happy New Year. Haven't talked to you guys in 3 weeks. Happy, phenomenal, prosperous, healthy New Year. Really excited about 2018. It's gonna be crazy. Last time we spoke, we had Jason Bourne, great event host, and we call him the plug on social media. Definitely, he has a lot of connections. He hooked a lot of people up, and phenomenal conversation, great having him on a couple of weeks ago. Great way to close out 2017, having Jason Bourne. I'm looking forward to building that relationship and maybe having him on the show again. It was a very cool conversation. This week, we have the phenomenal Vaygez Blakk. He's a cool recording artist, has some great music. Her freestyles is what kind of caught my attention. So we're going to put one of her freestyles at the end of the episode so you guys can get a taste of her music. Definitely very talented young lady. Cool conversation. We spoke about the state of independent hip hop, why we like it, things we like, and the music industry overall. We got a little in depth about that. Very cool conversation. Very informative, especially to those who are aspiring artists. So check it out. But before we do, I want to thank you guys again for your continued support. Last year was a lot of fun. This year is going to be 10 times better. I will be more consistent. I say it all the time, but I definitely have the systems in place. I will be more consistent. So you can look forward to an episode every week. Every week you're going to have an episode. That's my New Year's resolution. I've been taking breaks here and there, but no more breaks. We focus. We got some goals that we got to accomplish, and we got to make sure that it happens. So definitely look forward to an episode every week. This week we got Vaygez Blakk. Check out our conversation and definitely check out her music after the interview. Alright everyone, back with another week, another episode. I Hate Average podcast. Got a very special guest. We got Vaygez Blakk in the building. How you doing, Vaygez?
I'm coolin'. How you doing?
I'm great. Thank you so much for your time. So, what's going on? What got you started with music before we get into your new records? What got you started with music?
Um, well, it's just music. The culture overall is just dope, and you know what I mean? I always been into the music, and once I figured out that I could write music, like it was just go time. So,
Yeah,
that's just to sum it up in a nutshell.
definitely. So the Breathe Easy record, that's one of my favorites. I guess I like the
hmm
beat and I like the flow. So what was your mindset with that?
well, actually, it was I was on my way to the studio, and I was recording a record with another artist, an R&B artist. And they was like, we need you to drop something dope like before the R&B record comes out or whatever like that. So my mindset was like, this is going to be like some intro, some real dope get money kind of fly shit before the other song comes on. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's where my head was with that one.
yeah, I'm definitely feeling it. So overall, I like hearing your music. I like the people sending me some of your records, and what I like about I like to hear different styles. Like I think the radio, you kind of hear the same thing over and over again. So what do you think about the independent music game, or the I guess the quote unquote underground music game? What's your feel of it? Because I kind of like it just because of the variety. But how do you feel about it?
I think like the underground is really overlooked by mainstream because it is underground, but a lot of mainstream people come from the underground.
Yeah,
I just think it's overlooked because it's a little bit oversaturated. It's just everybody has talent and it's so much different variety, but it's just crowded. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Um, that's I think that's kind of a gift and a curse.
yeah,
So yeah, but I just think that there's so much variety and so much talent in the underground. Like some of like the higher ups, you know what I mean, should really take a look into it. Like, I think that there should be more coverage just on the whole underground as a whole, you know. So just a bigger platform for the underground as a whole. I think that would be dope for more media coverage and for it to get out there just to see what's going on. Because I honestly think people don't care because they don't know how dope it is.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's a lot of, like you said, it's a whole lot of talent, and
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
and people think that, or maybe because Sony or Def Jam didn't sign you, that you might not be as talented. But it's people who definitely get, like you're the bar queen. People who got bars and people who got flows, but they kind of get overlooked because they don't got that quote unquote title.
Yeah,
So
that's a fact.
so how do you feel that we can get the word out there? How do you, like what's your suggestion? Because I want to be part of that media group or part of that medium to get people notice more or to have more venues to notice underground artists. So how do you think that underground artists should be plugged or should be promoted?
Well, I just think this is just from my perspective. I'm not saying that this applies to anybody or any group in general, but I just feel like as artists, people should invest a lot more in themselves monetarily because everything costs money. And
Sure.
um, there's like this thing that people feel like underground artists don't want to support themselves monetarily, or it's not affordable enough for them to make it to where they have to be. But I just think that people should invest in themselves more. I think that the media people that aren't, that that are a step below the mainstream, that are kind of in tune with the underground but a little bit above that,
Yeah.
I think that they should really cover what's going on in the underground more, because that will get people interested and in tune with what's going on. A lot of people don't know, and like I said, they don't care because it's not being broadcasted. So I just think that there's a lot of different ways to do that. I think if artists would pay for certain things, then you know what I mean, the underground could reach a different place.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't want to pay.
Sure.
I don't happen to be one of those people. Like,
Yeah.
if I have to, like, if it's not, I'm not talking about like payola or paying to be on a radio station. I like to earn my position in everything
Of
that I
course.
do. But I'm talking about if, like, for instance, there's a thing going around about producers not getting paid, or PR people not getting paid, or different media camera people not being paid. It's just like, if everybody would do each other right and everybody would be on the same wavelength of coming up together,
Sure.
then I think, you know what I mean, the underground could be broadcasted properly.
Yeah.
And because there's so much shady stuff going on, it's just like nobody cares.
Yeah. But you think, I don't know if it's a nobody cares. I think it might be like a mistrust. Because like you said, let's say if an engineer been kind of been shaded by an artist before, he might start being shady towards the new artist. So
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
everything goes around.
Yeah, I mean, you do have a point there too. But like I said, the only reason why I'm saying nobody cares, because people do care. It's hip hop at the end of the day. People care about it. Like, without it, the whole culture would be dead and life would be boring.
Yeah.
People do care. When I say people don't care, I mean, it's like, you got burnt by this guy, so now you're gonna take it out on this guy, and then
Yeah.
it's a chain reaction. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it just kind of waters down the whole culture as far as underground perspective is concerned.
That's true. So is it different? Because I know with mainstream music, being a female, it's kind of a lot harder because they feel, quote unquote, it's only one spot for, or maybe the most two spots for female artists. But do you think that the underground lane is kind of a little bit easier on female artists than the quote unquote mainstream?
Well, you know what? As time has gone on, because I've been doing this maybe 10 years plus,
Okay.
and I've seen, like, from the beginning of 2000 until now, 2017. I see the change and what's expected of female artists. So, with that being said, it's more like the overall look,
Yeah.
overall sound. There's like a new generation. It depends on who you're, you know what I mean, who you're targeting your music to, which
Yeah.
age group, which look are you going for. So if you look a certain way and people feel this certain way about you, you're always going to win, whether you're mainstream or underground. People expect you to look a certain way or do a certain thing, or you know what I mean?
That's
You
true.
just have to get in. You got to get in tune with the people. They're looking for you. Like if you're out here selling a product, you have to sell the product that consumers are willing to buy. So
That's true. But me, I
whether you're
not
underground, or not, like people are gonna expect you to sell them the best product, look a certain way. That's like if somebody's cooking you a plate of food. The plate of food could look good, but if the person look crazy that's giving you the plate of food, are you really gonna want to eat
no, you're absolutely right. It's true.
it?
But do you think that it kind of, I don't know, you think that it shies away from like your actual music if someone is just focused on the look and then, because there's some artists who have more of a following and they might get more of a push, more of a machine behind them, but they don't actually have the direct talent, but they have the look, so they kind of put money in and push them a little bit more.
Yeah. It's all about the look these days. Like I think talent is probably, I don't know, maybe fifth on the list. It's look. It's all about, your work ethic, how good you are with business, your consistency, reliability. You know what I'm saying? You don't burn any bridges. You make good relationships and you keep those relationships because, people could depend on you and, they trust you. And then after all of that is said and done, then comes the talent,
True.
which is the minimum. People don't really care about that.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, this person is dope, a dope person overall. I can rely on them to make this happen. X, no, they're gonna bring all of these people out. All these people are gonna come see them because they fuck with the person. And
That
then there's the music after that.
that's true. They just want to see them, and then when they hear the record,
Yeah.
then they'll start dancing. Then
Yeah, they're like, oh, I just like it because it's you. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
that's
So
true.
that's how I feel about it.
Yeah. So how do you the work ethic part? How is it being that you say you've been doing this for a couple years now? Like how do you keep the stamina? How do you keep the work ethic? Just you bang out this record and you pushed it this month. How do you get the stamina to go for that run again, bang out another record and push that next record? How do you do it?
Well, at the end of the day, like I'm a writer, so
Yeah,
it's fun to me. Like regardless if you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
If I get to the way to the top of the charts or if I stay right here, I feel way more accomplished than I did last year or 5 years ago. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's growth at the end of the day and it's fun for me. I still get to, you know what I mean, entertain my craft and you know what I'm saying? A lot of people still fuck with my music.
yeah.
Whether it's a million people or 100 people, I still feel like, I'm doing something that matters to me
It's-
and matters to the people. So
Of
you know
course.
what I mean?
Yeah,
If it takes off, great. If not, I still feel like I could do it. Maybe I could write for somebody else, or maybe I can incorporate it into somewhere else. Like I'm always going to be a part of this. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, and that's definitely another avenue I think people don't think about. Just you creating a lot of content. You're creating content, and that content can go anywhere. Like you said,
Yeah,
you might not sell a million records, but a movie might use your song, and then you can say, you can
yeah,
sell it to the movie company. So
yeah.
it's a
Absolutely.
it's a lot of different avenues. And
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
so, can you talk about relationship? How let's say is a female, let's say 16, 17 years old right now, and she wants to get into music business. Can you explain to her on how to develop relationships?
Oh, well, what I would say is that if it's 16, 17 years old, surround yourself with people that's like-minded. You know what I mean? You might have a friend that's a DJ. You might have a friend that sings. You might have a friend that raps. You might have a friend that's a promoter or his big brother's a promoter or this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Surround yourself with like-minded people so that you can stay in the loop. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Once those people is like 100% behind you, then you could build a network of people. They'll create your social media buzz. And really, that's what it's all about, especially from a teenage perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So just
You just
build.
got to be you got to get super lit on social media. If you got all of these people tweeting about you, that's like how my little niece came to me a few years ago. Like, you don't know who A Boogie is? She told me about A Boogie. I didn't know who A Boogie was.
But you
My little
checked them
niece
out.
told me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, it's all everybody in my high school listening to it, and she let me hear A Boogie, and like now A Boogie is like one of my favorites. Like, you know what I mean? So when you get super lit in high schools and everybody knows about you and you got a super buzz that's created amongst the young people, you can't go wrong. Surround yourself with like-minded people. If you're a 16, 17-year-old guy, you got to have that swag to get all the little girls open and all of that. And if you a 16-year-old girl, I'm not telling you to get all freaky and do no, extra
Yeah.
super sexiness, but you know what I mean? Just, stay popping, stay with like-minded people, keep yourself in the loop, especially on social media. That's the best advice I could give.
Yeah, definitely. So what's some of the you said you've been doing this what 10 years? What's some of the like the bad parts of the business? Some things that you wish you didn't have to go through.
Um, well, I'm kind of conforming to the things that I was resistant to as far as the look. I was kind of like stuck in my own ways with a certain look.
Mm,
So I'm kind of conforming to adjusting my look and taking advice and you know what I mean,
yeah.
trying to do different things to see what works. You know what I mean? So I wish it didn't have to be that way, but it is that way. You know what I mean? And I don't have a problem with taking advice and constructive criticism and saying, hey, let's try it this way or let's try it that way.
Mm.
That's like one of the things that I wish I didn't have to go through. And then there's another thing about how people in the music industry aren't really genuine. You know what I mean? You wish you didn't have to
Uh,
deal with those
uh,
people.
yeah,
Of course, you don't want to deal with that, but
yeah.
people will try to sell you a whole dream and it's not even never going to come true.
Wow.
So, oh, excuse me.
That's okay.
So, yeah, so that part kind of sucks. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't wish that on anybody, but there's a lot of people just out here to use you for what you could do for them, and they have no real intention of supporting you in the way that they're supposed to.
True. So how do you weed people out? Because you got the little experience. So how do you weed people out? Who do you know you could trust, and those who you kind of feel a little shaky about?
Well, see, like I got my team, the mob. Shouts to the mob. You know what I mean? I got my man Jason Bourne behind me. He's a very reliable person, and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know what I mean. He kind of stands behind me and gives me the information that I need to know about certain things because he built a lot of relationships with certain people, so he could give me a lot of information on how to go forward and move around from
okay,
where I'm standing at right now. But as far as going up above and beyond and spotting out who's phony and who's fake, it's just based off of intuition. It's like I'm when you tell me that you about this or you're about that, I'm gonna look you up, I'm gonna Google you, I'm gonna do research on you and figure out are you the person that you say you are. You know
yeah,
what I mean? It's just all up. It's all about reading up. Oh, let me see. This is what you did in the last year or so. I'm gonna go on the internet, check you out, see if this is what you're really about. And if not, then hey,
yeah. So leave them alone.
yeah, yeah,
so how
definitely you gotta go.
so how can producers that want to send you beats for potential records, how can they reach out to you?
Oh, definitely on social media. You could reach out to me on my Instagram. That's at V Black. You could DM me. You know what I mean? You could reach me at VegasBlackMusic at gmail.com. You could reach out to Jason Bourne. You know what I mean? He's very responsive. He'll respond to you in like 10 minutes, so you don't even got to worry. He's
Okay.
very responsive. He's very reliable. So you just definitely reach out to Jason Bourne on Instagram. His name is Basquiat, BASQUIAT on Instagram and
Nice.
Basquiat Mine on Facebook.
So you have new records coming out this year. What's the name of the new records that you have coming out this year? I think you had.
Well, I'm actually working on a whole project. It's the Bar Queen project.
Okay.
And that's coming out this year. It's coming out, let's see, I like to say in the next couple of months.
Oh wow. Excited. So springtime we should be ready.
Yeah.
Nice, nice,
Fully completed. Yeah, I'm
nice.
working on it now. So I'm excited about this project because I haven't put out a project in quite some time.
Yeah,
And I'm actually taking my time with this one and just putting a lot of effort into it as far as music and lyrics and bars is concerned. That's why it's called the Bar Queen Project. So
nice.
it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be a
Do,
lot of visuals behind it. It's
do
gonna be
you
dope.
have a certain feel that you have for it already in your mind, like a certain feel, like a common
This
theme?
Well, it's not really a theme. Like Bar Queen is just like it's all about bars. So
Yeah.
when you listen to the project, you're gonna see what I'm talking about.
Nice, nice. Okay, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm really.
Me too, me too. I appreciate that. I appreciate
Uh,
that.
Now I heard a couple of your freestyles and definitely was impressed. I was excited when I had the opportunity to get you on.
Oh wow, that's dope. That's dope. Thank you.
All right. So, do you have anything that we should be, besides the record, have any performances we should be looking out for?
Um, well, I don't have the dates. I don't have the dates, but definitely look out for some performances coming up. Look out for some visuals, some video work that's going to be coming out, different collaborations with other artists,
Nice,
and yeah, it's just a lot going to be happening. Like 2018 is about to start off with a big bang, fucking with the bar queen. Everybody know what's up. So yeah,
definitely,
just stay tuned, stay tuned. The promotion going to be crazy, so everybody can stay in the loop. You know what I mean?
of course, of course. Thank you so much for your time. And can you say
Yeah, no
again
doubt.
how we can reach out to you on social media one more time?
Oh, you can just DM me on Instagram. That's at VBlakk, VBLAKK. Send me a DM. My email address is also on my Instagram. That's VegasBlackMusic at Gmail. So yeah, just holler at me.
Definitely.
Shit, Vegas, shit about to get lit. Been down for a minute, like spaz. Yo, I ain't come to play, it's like I broke a leg. Half these rap bitches really need to go to bed. I grind for the cheese, hustle for that loaf of bread. The last fucking thing I wanna see is a sofa bed. I been had bars, I shits on broads. Never been cool with the moves on the fake frauds. Look, I ain't tryna live unless the shit large. These niggas couldn't catch their breath, let alone catch a charge. Me, I kill shit, I talk real shit. This rap shit a field trip to take me to my meal tip. Fucking with the mobbing, we be mobbing on some ill shit. That cash rules everything, dollar bill shit. I was always told to make 'em earn your trust. Cause at the top, who the fuck we really got but us? I pass the torch, you will never see me pass the buck. I'm thinking of a way to sell these plastic butts in back of trucks. Them shits moving quicker than zip. The Harlem shit is in me, the bitch version of Mitch. I ain't even gonna say how I've been moving them bricks. I might as well cuff myself and give my daughter a kiss. Shit. Niggas tryna cuff me like it's tax time. I let them eat the fucking pussy just to pass time. I'm really beastin' shit, I'm grinding like my last dime. These niggas pillow talking to these thotties like a chat line. I got a lot of guala that I gotta make. Hitters like the Baker Man, I'm the fucking patty cake. Fly your motherfucking cap off on some graduate. I let the beef cook, you let it marinate. I'm the fucking hood, I'm the block in the barricade. Niggas pieces sitting, we be tearing up the palisade. Bitches talking crazy, all they know is how to fabricate. Bitches don't even know how to spell fabricate. Whoa, wait. Look, it's the capital V, yo. My entire circle about as big as the peephole. Bad bougie bitch, you could call me amigo. The motherfucking wolf in sheep clothes. The plug brought me straight to the line and I ain't missing the free throw. And Ross won't sign me cause I can't deep throw. On my paid in full shit, Ace and Rico. Walking with the stick like Chico, I hear him talking. They tryna see what I'm hitting for. I see a bum checking out, shopping at a different store. Talk about the halves and the O's, you know I get them off. Niggas throw shots, but you never see them lick them off. Look, I'ma take this shit, roll this shit, like this shit, now it's fucking lit. And y'all already know what I came to get. These niggas squares like White Castle, so I got shit, bitch.
There you have it. There you have it. That's the interview with me and Vaygez Blakk. Definitely check her out this year. It's gonna be a lot of things she has going on. She has the project coming out in the first quarter of this year. I'm excited about it. Excited about everyone going after their dreams, going after all their goals this year. I'm really, really excited about this new year. And keep checking us out. Keep hitting us up. Definitely check out all of our guests, our past guests and our upcoming guests. We got a lot of special things planned for you guys. So definitely hit up Vaygez Blakk if you're interested in her music. Producers, if you got some beats for her, if you want some features, just definitely check her out. She gave her information. Always, you can hit up the podcast, I Hate Average Podcast on Instagram, I Hate Average JAY on Twitter and Snapchat, and you can always email me, show@averagej.com. Once again, show@averagej.com. And I'll talk to you guys next week, man. really, really excited. It's 2018, first episode. Yeah.